Hello, sunshine. I am Gracie Gardner, and this is Gracie's Tarot Garden. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another pick a card reading. Woke up today not having a clue what I was going to do for a reading, but I felt very strongly drawn to doing Who is Your Soulmate reading. So I'm so super excited for the messages because they're already starting to come through. So I really want to get them out for you guys. So I have 4 piles for you today. And so this is pile number 1 here. We have this Teddy Dipper Lollipop, sour powder, strawberry flavor. We have pile number 2 here with this icy dip and lick popping candy, watermelon flavor. Pile number 3 is this fluffy stuff cotton candy flavored sucker. And of course, it wouldn't be a video without Josie flashing her fluffy butt. Hello, Josie. So we have this here for you, my pile number 3s. And pile number 4, we have 2 unicorn fizzy balls. So they're sour fizz ball unicorn candy. So I saw those and thought they were just hilarious. Because who doesn't want to suck on a pair of unicorn balls, right? Okay, sorry, don't mean to be gross. So if you need another second, please feel free to pause the video and we'll get right into your reading. Hello, my beautiful sunny people. Pick pile number 1 and this teddy dipper lollipop with sour powder. Josie really wants to be in the action today, so I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best to try and accommodate her because I know you guys love to see her make a cameo. So I made up love letters a while ago, famous love letters from famous people, and so I have one for you guys here today. And yours, Joe, get out of the way. Come on, baby. Sit down. Sit back. Yours is from George Carlin to Sally Wade. And it's really a beautiful love letter here. It says, Sally Berger, if you took the number of subatomic particles in the universe and multiplied that number times itself that many times and then added the total number of microseconds since the beginning of times itself and then added 803, you would still only have the tiniest fraction of a billionth percent of the amount of love I have for you. Love, your candle partner, the romantic Mr. Carlin, your eternal flame. That is so beautiful. So I am getting that your soulmate is actually going to be quite a funny person. I think they're going to have a really wicked sense of humor, but in a very smart way. I think they're going to be so super smart. So we also have a song here for you guys. We have Saccharine by Jasmine Bean. And I don't recommend you watch the video for that. I would just recommend looking at the lyrics video. Their video is quite graphic, but this kind of tells me that your soulmate is somebody you guys are just like almost obsessed with each other. They're obsessed with you, you're obsessed with them, and it's almost like to the point of an addiction where you guys just, as much as you sometimes wish you could just leave each other alone, you absolutely cannot. You're just addicted. So I highly recommend you check out those lyrics. Again, I'd steer clear of the original video. So from your Romance Angels Oracle, we have Honeymoon and Calling in Your Soulmate. This is interesting. So what I am getting from this is, first off, most of you guys are going to meet this person either when you're traveling or on vacation you're not going to be in your usual location. So you might travel to meet this person, or for less of you, this person will travel to meet you. But I am getting more that you will meet like on a vacation or something. And with this calling in your soulmate, this is somebody that you have been dreaming and wishing and hoping for your whole entire life. And in that process of dreaming and hoping and wishing, you've actually been manifesting this person into your life, and it's very, very, very beautiful. So who is your soulmate? We have determination. All right. So this person, your soulmate, is an incredibly determined person. They have a lot of motivation and a lot of drive, and especially when it comes to you. So I am really getting that if you are worried that you're going to miss an opportunity with your person by being like too standoffish or not warm enough, or maybe like with me, I know personally I'm a hard person to get to know, and it's always a worry of mine that when my soulmate shows up, they are going to be put off by the fact that I am a challenge. And so this is really saying, if you worry about that, if you worry about your finding somebody who's willing to make the effort, this is it. This is your person. Your soulmate is really going to make it known that they are into you and that they really want you in their life. It's a very, very beautiful energy. So they're very determined in their work as well. And just life in general. Like, I'm not getting lazy guy or girl vibes at all. Like, your person is somebody who is very motivated to win at life and do well and be a good partner. And it's quite nice. And from the Lenormand under the roses, we have the ring. Oh my gosh. Okay. A lot of you guys are going to end up marrying this person here with this ring. It's going to be a very long-lasting, loving commitment. And I am hearing that your person is also going to feel very motivated to get things to a committed place pretty quickly, which might scare you a little bit for some of you. You might be thinking, how can this person know already that they want to spend the rest of their life with me? But they're really going to have a deep knowing here. So this is also the Ace of Wands. So this is very much a passionate person as well, who really wants to keep that spark alive and is not afraid to show you with little gifts and gestures and whatever to make sure that you feel really appreciated and happy and comfortable in this connection. So beautiful. So this is from my Oracle of the Mystical Moments. We have Moon Dance and Red Gardens. This is lovely. Okay, so your soulmate is going to be a little bit of a daredevil here with this Moon Dance card. They are really not afraid to take risks at all. They're not afraid to walk the line. They're not afraid to go out on a limb. Like, they're not the kind of person who's going to be worried about appearing foolish in order to accomplish something or impress you or win your attention and affection. They're prepared to literally harness the moon and give it to you if that's what you should desire. Like, if you would say, yeah, bring me the moon and then I will agree to marry you, you can be sure that this person will find some creative way to give you the moon. I don't know how they're going to do it or how they would do it, but they would just about do anything. I'm also getting that nighttime might be a really special time for you and your person. Maybe your soulmate could be very busy during the day, and at night it's going to be when you're really connecting. You guys might take a lot of walks under the stars and under the moon. You might spend some time looking at the moon and stars together. And you might even dance a little bit in the moonlight, which is very beautiful. Very beautiful. We have a red garden here. So again, passion. Your partner, your soulmate, is an extremely passionate person, and loves sex. So just to warn you, they are going to be, I do think they have a fairly high sex drive. And I think that might be part of the way that they really express their love is through physical touch and through physical intimacy. I do think it will be a very beautiful connection in that way, and I do think you'll experience a very deep intimacy here in this with this red garden. I think that even when you guys are apart, you're really going to feel very connected to one another. I think that you will have like a very intuitive bond as well. And you'll often be thinking of your time together even when you're not together. So you might remember things that they said, they'll be thinking about things that you said, and you'll really feel this connection even when you are apart. I'm getting that very strongly from this card. And this is from the language of flowers. We have desire. So yes, they are a very sexual person. Not to scare you off, but they're going to have a lot of desire for you. And it's like I said, Josie, come on, baby, get back, please. They are going to be almost to the point of like obsession. It's going to be like tasting a perfectly ripe, juicy strawberry right from the garden for the very first time. And if you've never tried that before, oh my gosh, you don't know what you're missing. It's above and beyond anything you could ever get at the supermarket. And that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like when you and your person come together, it's going to be like tasting something new for the very first time. It's like trying that strawberry and being like, every strawberry I've ever tried just pales in comparison, because this is the most juicy, tasty, satisfying strawberry. And you guys will know that you will be absolutely ruined for anybody else from then on. When I read this love letter here from George Carlin to Sally Wade, I am getting that for some of you, this is mostly, if you don't believe in twin flames, don't be freaking out. But I do think that this is quite possibly a twin flame connection here. And that would definitely help to explain some of that energy of obsession, because I do have a twin. We've never met in person. We've only met online. But even with that, and yes, I am still not 100% sold that he is my twin. If I ever, I'm kind of reserving that judgment for if and when we ever have the opportunity to meet in person. Like, but the universe the divine's been pretty clear that he's my twin. So just got to say that. So yeah, if you have a twin, I'm really picking up on twin flame vibes here for you guys. But again, maybe you're smart and don't believe in twin flames. But if not, this is just a very strong soulmate connection here for you guys. So I'm going to get into the tarot now to really get a little bit better picture. So who is pile number one's soulmate? They're very fun and playful, hardworking. Okay, let's take a look at those. I'm getting that this person could be at a bit of a distance to you. So again, that might be why maybe you guys might meet up at like on a location, like go on vacation together and meet up there. You might decide to go on a trip together, or one of you might travel to the other, but I am picking up a distance here. So your partner, your soulmate, this person that you are supposed to be with, is an incredibly playful person. They are a lot of fun here. They might even like to dress up a little bit, either if you're inquiring about a feminine, they might just enjoy dressing up in lingerie for you. But I am getting like kind of like this playful, fun vibe here, almost like dress up like fairy. So you guys might really like to do some sort of cosplay, some sort of, maybe they just really like Halloween and they like to dress up. Or there's just something about dressing up or dressing well. So it could be something as simple as your person has a really upscale job or like a high profile job, and they have to dress really nice, but they might have some really playful touches that they kind of incorporate into their wardrobe to really make it seem interesting, like to stand out. Like there's just going to be little details in their dress, man or woman, but especially for a man. So maybe they might have really special cufflinks, or they might have like a fun hat that they like to wear that's unusual, or just something. Maybe if you're inquiring about a guy, they am also hearing he might even wear like pink or salmon or lavender color shirts, and might be very comfortable wearing colors that most men kind of shy away from. I have to say personally, I love a man in pink, salmon, and lavender. I think certain skin tones, complexions, especially like darker complexioned men, they look so fantastic in pink, lavender, and salmon colors. So yeah, I think your person is really missing you right now, your soulmate. I do think there's a separation between you two. I don't think that you are currently talking or in much communication with this person. I think they think about you constantly, even if they haven't even met you. They are just really dreaming about the day when they are going to be able to finally find their person. So they're really feeling at a bit of a loss right now. They're really feeling lacking and missing and wanting and dreaming, and I think it kind of is this calling in your soulmate energy here. So as much as you are wishing and hoping and dreaming for your soulmate, they too are also wishing, hoping, dreaming, and trying to manifest you as well, even if you've never met. We have the Emperor card here. So this could be somebody might try to be playing things a little bit on the cool side here. Your soulmate might really put a lot of planning and strategy into life. They they really want things to go well. They really enjoy being in control here with this Emperor card. If you are a feminine energy inquiring about a masculine energy, your masculine is really going to be loving that role of being a masculine. Like they might be a little bit more traditional in that way, where they feel like they want to provide, want to help plan, they want to kind of take the lead in certain aspects of life. I'm not getting a crazy controlling energy. They do have the tendency. Josie, come on. Come on, get out of the way. Get out of the way. They do have a tendency to be a little bit, they can border on controlling at times, but I do think it's something that they do try to keep in check. And they do try to allow freedom in a relationship, but at the same time, they also do enjoy when their partner is able to trust them and trust that they are able to work some things out. Like this is especially if you're a feminine energy watching a bit of masculine energy, they don't enjoy that feeling of being watched, nagged, micromanaged. Like they really like to know, like there's certain aspects of things of your life that they are in control of, and they will be very appreciative if you trust them on it. And if anything goes wrong, not to shame and berate them for it, because they've probably experienced that in the past. They just want to kind of feel like they have some control over some areas of their life, and they're really able to just provide. So if you are a masculine energy inquiring about a feminine energy, I do think that your feminine would have quite a nice balance of masculine and feminine energies here. I do think that there's a duality to your person, in that they can be quite feminine, but they can also take on more traditional masculine roles as well. I'm really getting that they can, they're a very versatile person. They're kind of like a chameleon. They can go into a lot of situations and get along very well. All right, so I think we already got into how you're going to meet your person, but can we get a little bit more energy? Okay, Hangman, how is pile number 1 going to meet? I am getting that you might have already crossed paths with this person. We have the Hangman, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Seven of Cups. I am getting that it's possible you guys have already connected with this person, and they made there was some sort of disillusion. There was some faulty judgment. I'm not gonna lie for you guys. I do think that you have crossed paths with this person already, especially if you identify with it as your twin flame. But I think there was some illusions here about who you are as a person. There were some illusions about choices that they had. I think they saw you in the wrong light here. And I don't think it's anything that you did. I think they kind of saw this at first as being just they felt a lot of passion for you when they first met you, whether you met in person or not. And I think they kind of just chalked it up to just another passionate fling or another passionate connection. And they didn't see the depth that exists in this connection at first. There really was a limited perspective here. Like, I almost feel like the Hangman should have come out in reverse. It was very much a strong failure to see you for who you are, to see your beauty, and I think they chose to really focus on surface level appearances. I'm also hearing for some of you, they might have gotten a little hung up on some of your past, some of the past people that you dated, and it kind of tripped them up a little bit. And they might have mistakenly judged you, which sounds kind of terrible. And I do think that they ended up pursuing a different route at first. I think they made the choice. I think that your soulmate has a lot of people who desires them. And I think they made a faulty choice. I really do. I think they decided to pursue a different person, and just thinking that with you it was just a lustful connection. But they didn't realize that it was so much deeper than desire. And so that would kind of explain this determination here. So when your person comes back around, and I'm going to get more into the tarot about when and if that's going to happen, they're going to be incredibly determined to show you and prove to you that they did make a mistake, and that they really are seeing this for what it is, the beautiful connection that it is. So what's next for this person? What's going to happen next for this soulmate in pile number 1? So we have the Five of Cups. So I do think you guys are very different people here with this Five of Cups. And I do think you might live in very different places, in very different worlds. You think you have very different lives. And I really do think that there's going to be this slow process of trying to bring those two together and embracing your differences instead of using them as a reason to be apart. I think you're going to start using them as for more of an attraction, why you deserve to be together here. So I do think there's going to be a reach out. What's going to happen? How are they going to come back together? So we have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is going to require a little bit of patience and a little bit of knowing that timing, things will come together when they're meant to come together. There's a little bit of a shift that needs to happen in possibly both of you, to be honest. But I do think that your soulmate does have a lot of maturing and growing to do. I think that they need to start trusting in their intuition more. And they really need to ground themselves as well. They might be indulging a little bit too much in some simple pleasures and failing to trust. Okay, so do you have any advice for pile number 1 on their soulmate? So we have the Seven of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So There's going to be times for you guys when it just feels a little bit silly. It feels like it almost might be a touch like it's like almost like abuse. Not saying that they're abusive and that you should ever put up with abusive behavior. No, no, no. But there's just going to be times when you're going to wonder, is this worth it? And that's the time when you really need to get very grounded in yourself, what you want, and just really connect with your world. Not think so much ahead, not be worrying so much about the future, being more concerned about the here and now, because I am hearing that things are going to play out in quite an interesting way, and it's going to be different than what you are thinking and what you are expecting. And it's this very beautiful dance that's unfolding. And the more grounded you are, the more connected you are to your higher power, like whether you believe in God, Allah, Mother Earth, the divine, whatever it is. The more connected you are to a higher power, the more grounded you are, the easier this is going to unfold. So it's really calling for you to focus on yourself and the beauty in the world around you, and not necessarily focus so much on the things that make you feel like you are going, that are just driving you crazy. Because your person's got shit to figure out. They've got things that they need to do. Your soulmate has a lot of childhood wounding here with the Seven of Wands. They might have been hit a lot as a child, and it really affected their sense of self-worth and how they interact with their partners as a whole. So they need to really get that figured out before they can come to a place where they are able to be a good partner for you. And you want that. You don't want them in your life before they kind of get these shadow aspects under control. They do have shadow work to do. So when will our pile number ones come into union with their soulmate? Can you please give us some thoughts? So we have the King of Swords and the Eight of Swords. I just realized I didn't even go into what signs your person might be. I'll get into that in just 1 second here. So this is looking like in about 2 months' time, you are going to hear from them, most likely not in person, and it's going to be through some sort of written communication, so text, email. It could possibly just be a phone call for a few of you, but I am really getting that it's going to be more of a written reach out, because your person is feeling very scared right now that they are not going to be well received. They are very much fearful in this fearful energy that you are not going to want them. And so it's kind of put them in a bit of paralysis. But I do think kind of this obsessive energy, this like strong desire to have you is really going to propel them forward to make a gesture in about 2 months' time. Now, the swords also can represent autumn as well. So for a few of you, it is possible that they might not reach out until September or October. So I'm just going to leave it there. I know that probably seems like an awful long time, but yeah, yeah. We just have to have a little bit of patience. Okay, so let's get some signs for your person. And I'm also going to pull some charms and some letters as well. So what signs are... So we have the 8 of Wands. So 8 might be a really important number for your person. They might be born on the 8th month. So what is that? Is that Leo or Cancer? No. Sorry. Oh my goodness. That would be August. So yes, possibly Cancer, Leo. Yeah, okay. Okay. So they could be a Cancer, they could be a Leo. A fire sign is they could have strong fire in their charts. They might be born on the 8th day, the 8th month. They might be life path number 8. I do think that they have a fairly well-balanced chart from what I am seeing. I do think they do have a lot of Wands energy here as well. So they could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, but I am getting strong Leo energy. But again, Cancer. They might have a moon in Cancer. And I do think they also might have a fair bit of... I do think they have a very well-balanced chart, I have to say. I do think they do have a lot of air, water, fire, and earth energy as well. Yeah, so we've got Ace of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. So I do think they've got a lot of earth, air in their chart. So let's do some charms now for you guys. So many charms. Okay. So we've got the angel. So this is definitely being divinely guided here. We have the unicorn tears as well. So you and your person have cried over this. We do have the baby bottle, so there might have been some issues with children involved. You might have a child with them. They might have children. You might have a baby together. We do have this little gold heart, so lots of love here. We do have this wrench as well. So I do think there is a strong desire to fix anything that might have gone wrong with you guys. We have a Capricorn, so you or your person could have Capricorn. I am Capricorn rising, so hi Cappies. We have the happy face, which makes me think very strongly about Leo. But also I do think that this person is going to make you very, very happy overall. And I know this reading hasn't been the most positive, but I do think that there is a lot of happiness here. A lot of sun, a lot of smiles, a lot of giggles. I am picking up your person's got a great sense of humor. We have this 25-cent piece. It's a Canadian quarter, and it's got a cougar on it, so that does kind of give me Leo energy for a lot of you guys. Maybe this could also be a connection in which the feminine is older than the masculine. I hate to say stuff like that, but we also have a Gemini here as well with this upward arrow. So somebody in this connection might have Gemini in their charts. We also have Aquarius. We have the pound sign as well. And we also have the star. So again, strong Aquarius energy. I do think that there is some healing that needs to go on in this connection in order for things to happen. We have the Screw, so a very strong attraction to you. They really want to, if they have not slept with you, they want to bad. We have the Dragonfly, and the Dragonfly is such an ancient insect. It has been around for so long. So I do, if you guys are twin flames, this isn't your first go at the rodeo, that's for sure. You guys have been at this for a long, long time. So I do think there is strong past life connection here if you believe in that. I do think that you guys have been together many, many times in the past, and you need to have faith that you are together right now, even as you are watching this. Even if you're not in union with your person, even if they're not in your life, time is just an illusion, and this is calling for you to have faith that the transformation that needs to happen is going to happen, and that you and your person will both adapt to the changes that need to be done. We also have a Hello Kitty and an apple here. So somebody might live where apples grow really well, and somebody might also have a kitty cat. We've got the $, so money could be an issue here if your person isn't stepping up. It could very well be because they are experiencing some losses and not feeling good enough, and they are kind of working on their coin. We have the Rabbit Eraser, so this is really saying that they want to do it like bunnies with you. They want to have a family with you. They want to create abundance with you, and really just have fun. Just be playful. Like, it's a very playful, innocent energy there. Yeah. And we've got the Crab. So again, Cancer is coming through quite strongly here for you guys. We also have the Bird, so I am getting some travel, or there could be some special significance for you guys. So maybe your person might see birds or feathers and really think about you. Yeah, there's just something about birds here that really makes them pause and reminds them of you. We also have this beautiful little pink rose here. So what am I getting from this here with this rose? I think that your person's probably going to they might grow flowers for you. They might give you a lot of flowers, or there might be something about roses or pink roses that reminds them of you. Maybe they really like the scent of rose, and also rose has the highest vibrational frequency. So maybe they really think of you as being very high vibrational, or they might be working on bringing their vibration up to match you. There could be something that resonates there for you guys. And last but not least, we have this 10 or I believe it's from Norway, and it's got a hole in the middle. So your person might be European. They might have Norwegian, I believe it's Norwegian ancestry. There's something here about Norway. But if not, with that hole in the coin there, it just kind of leaves me feeling like they're really missing you. If you're doubting that your person, your soulmate, it's like there's just something in their life is just not complete. They might get their coin together and then realize that money isn't everything, and that if they don't have somebody to share the experiences with, it's somebody that they really love to be around, it's all fairly pointless. So let's get you some letters. Can we have some letters, please, Spirit, for group number 1? Thank you. So we have a D, we have a B, we have an S, we have a W, we have an O, we have another S, we have an R, and we have an L. And I'm seeing sword. So this person might have a lot of air in their chart. The Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We did see a lot of Aquarius. There could be some communication coming in soon. We also have BS. So maybe there's been a little bit of BS coming in here as well. We also have Lord, so maybe this person says Lord a lot, or maybe they're a little bit more on the traditional side when it comes to religion. Maybe they have a strong faith in their Lord God. Anything else? We've got rod, so that's wand energy there. So again, with Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. We also have the word slow. So your person is slow. This is a slow connection. It's going to not happen all at once. There will be a stage when they will be very determined to be with you, but there will also be moments when things will be very slow. We've got blow, so maybe you might want to go tell them, you might have times when you feel like you want to go tell them to blow off. Go blow away. Anything else? I think that's about all that I've got here for you guys. Bod, so they like your bod. They might think you're really hot, very attracted to you physically. Well, thank you so much for watching my beautiful pile number 1s. I'm so happy you could join me here today. I hope that helped give you a little bit of clarity and insight into who your soulmate is and who you are meant to be with. And Josie wanted to say goodbye as well. So thank you so much. I really hope I will see you back here again soon at Gracie's Tarot Garden. And please be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, maybe share this with somebody who might be interested, and subscribe to my channel. Love ya. Bye-bye. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful sunny people. Big pile number 2, and this dip and lick icy popping candy and watermelon. Welcome to your reading. So I have a love letter here. I made up love letters from famous people or famous love letters, and yours is John Keats to Fanny Braun, and he wrote, "My love has made me selfish. I cannot exist without you. I am forgetful of everything but seeing you again. My life seems to stop there. I see no further. You have absorbed me. I would be martyred for my religion. Love is my religion. I could die for that. I could die for you. So feeling very, your soulmate is feeling very, come on, Joe, get back, please. Give me some space. Yeah, it's like they can't even see beyond you. They can't see beyond the possibility of life without you. It's like there are no other options. It's almost like their identity is disappeared in you. They're just so, it's just you. You're just so much of a strong presence for them. So that's interesting. So I do think we also have a song. We have Here Comes Your Man by the Pixies. So you might want to check out that video and those lyrics to see if there's anything there as well. So maybe you feel like some of you have had to wait a long time for your person. I know there's that line from the song that says, you never waited so long. So maybe you're just at the point where, especially if you're a feminine waiting on a masculine, maybe it just feels like it's never going to happen for you. But it will. So this is from the Witchling Oracle. Thank you to my daughter who let me borrow this from her. We have Euphoria. So a cosmic connection, magic within and around you. So, ooh, that's, okay. So yeah, you both, I get the sense, just feel like this almost like out of body experience when you're together. You're just so enamored with one another. You just almost feel like you're high. So we have getting to know each other and heart-to-heart conversations from your Romance Angels Oracle deck. So I do think you guys, for some of you, you might have already met this person. You might have already had a lot of conversations with this person. You might have really spent a lot of time getting to know them. And it's been quite beautiful. I think it might feel a little surreal at times, and if this hasn't happened yet, you'll know that this person is your soulmate when you do have this kind of seemingly normal interactions with them, but you still feel like this, just like this rush. It's going to be very powerful feeling. We have the Whip as well from the Lenormand Under the Roses. So this is a Knight of Wands as well. So wow, really strong, powerful, strong sexual attraction for you guys. I do think your person is incredibly intelligent and very good at communicating and talking as well. They might have a really wicked sense of humor. Like they might really have a way of being able to find funny things in less than funny situations. And I do think this person is fairly sexual as well. I do think that your soulmate has had a fair amount of sexual experiences, and I'm not saying that to turn you off. I do think it's actually for your benefit, if I might say like that, because I do think they really know what they like in the bedroom, and they know how to communicate that very well. I'm not going to get into sex too much here because this isn't an 18 plus reading, but it is coming through that your soulmate does have very particular sexual interests, and they don't feel bad about it. They feel very empowered regarding that. and it could be very new to you, but I do think that this is something that they're probably going to explain to you in conversation at some point in time, where they're going to really, because for them it's almost like it's a deal breaker if you are not willing to be open. And I'm not saying they're like crazy pain kink, but I do think there are certain things that really, that your partner, your soulmate, was really into, and they don't want to be shamed for it, and they really want to have somebody in their life that they can enjoy it with. And I do think that you guys will be able to really strike a good balance there. So we also have a Sleeping Beauty's Dream, and this is from the Oracle of the Mystical Moments. So I do think that there is a pause for you guys. I do think there's a point where you guys meet, you kind of get to know each other a little bit. You might be just friends, or you might just, but something happens that kind of drives the two of you apart, or kind of puts somebody almost in hibernation mode here, with that Sleeping Beauty's Dream. So I really do get the sense that there really is a time when you two are going to have time apart from one another. But I do think it's for your own benefit, because I do think it will help both of you realize how much the other means. So we also have Enthusiasm, and this is from the Language of the Flowers Oracle. The best can be here, believe it. So this is Orange Blossom. So that's really beautiful. This is like this connection is going to be very refreshing for you guys. When you get into it, you're going to see a level of commitment and enthusiasm that's really going to lift you up. It's really going to make you feel like you've never lived life before this person, where you're going to feel like you've lived a very sheltered, boring existence before your person comes along. And it's going to be like, wow, I didn't quite realize that it could be this good. But I do think for a lot of you, there is going to be time apart for one another. I don't know, maybe you might meet each other and then nothing happens, and then it takes a while. Okay, Spirit, can you please give me some cards to help us understand pile number 2's soulmate? We have this Sun card, so they might be a Leo. They could also be Aries, Sagittarius, picking up strong fire. This is, I believe, the Justice card. I know in the Ceccoli Tarot, the cards are numbered differently, and traditionally 8 is Leo. So I wanted to say Leo, but I believe that this is Justice. So this could also be a strong Libra energy as well. So I do think that your person is very optimistic and very sunny. Like, I'm getting a lot of sun energy. So if you are a feminine energy inquiring about a masculine energy, I do think they're quite masculine, because the sun is a very masculine energy, but they are fairly well balanced as well with that Justice Libra energy. So we do also have the Devil card as well. So there is an incredibly strong sexual attraction here, and your person may also have struggled with some sort of addiction issues in the past as well. This could also signal some issues with codependency, but I'm not really getting that, in all honesty. I am getting that this is more of a very intense, strong, sexual, passionate, like, once you two sleep together, once you two have sex, the masculine is going to be smitten beyond smitten. Like, nobody else will ever compare, ever. Okay, this is very interesting here. We have the Empress, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So there's something about this that is so supremely perfect, and you are so supremely matched. I am getting a little bit of a twin flame vibe. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's for everybody who's watching, and I know not everybody believes in twin flames. The smart people don't. But yeah, this kind of is smacking a little bit of twin flame. So I do think there is some heartbreak here. There is some disconnect here with this soulmate. They might have done something to really wound you. Like, just really deflated you. Maybe you might have been really prepared to give it your all with this person, and they just up and left because the intensity was too much. But yeah, I am really getting a strong feeling like there's like almost like somebody hits the pause button on this here, where, and you might have felt really heartbroken. You might not have even really gotten very far in your connection with this person, but you felt it so deep. And when this person didn't step up and didn't reciprocate or didn't show you, maybe you just felt so heartbroken, like, I can't trust my intuition, I can't trust my feelings, and I really thought that this person was the one, but I guess not. So I do think that for a lot of you guys, there's going to be this period where they kind of disappear, especially if you're a feminine asking about a masculine. But I really do, this person really is your soulmate, though. And you know that. And I think you really kind of look at the situation very, very carefully. I think you really observed things. I think you probably spent a lot of time thinking about your interactions with this person and going, no, you know what? I was actually right. Come on, Josie. Get out of the way, baby. Really thinking about whether or not this was actually a good connection. I think maybe this might have even helped you level up a little bit. If things kind of stalled out or broke apart, it was kind of like the catalyst for some sort of leveling up, whether it be spiritually, physically, emotionally, intellectually. It was kind of like the little push that you needed, that little drive you needed to say, hey, I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to do better for me. I don't need this person in order to feel satisfied and whole and complete. So there might have just been a little bit too much pressure for some of you guys. Not saying that you purposely put a lot of pressure, but there might have been something about your interactions that your person found very triggering. So who is pile number 2, soulmate? Who is their soulmate? We've got the Tower card. So they could have a lot of Scorpio in their chart. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. So we also have the initials NS here. So they might have an N or an S or both in their name. Their initials might be NS. So yes, definitely something about you is very triggering for your soulmate. It's almost like I'm hearing you hold up a mirror to them, so you force them to see things about themselves that they don't necessarily want to have to deal with, and it's just easier for them to take a step back and kind of ostrich it, put their head in the sand and try to ignore it. But of course, once it's been pointed out, once it's been highlighted, illuminated, they can't, right? They can't hide from it. So there's just something so very devastating, so very powerful about this. So we've got the Four of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So again, like all of my twin flame cards for this deck have come out here. So again, really strong twin flame energy for you guys. There might have been a little bit of game playing, I'm not going to lie. I am seeing that kind of being reflected here. Some masks. So they might not have been a very authentic person with you at first. So I do think you have a lot of fun together, though. A lot of fun together. I think you guys can just make normal everyday routines and just seem so very interesting just because you're spending time together. You just get each other really well. You might they might have a really playful energy. You might have a really playful energy. And I am also getting strong marriage vibes as well from this Four of Wands. So this is signaling to me that you could very well marry your soulmate for some of you. So tell me more about your soulmate, please, Spirit. Can you please tell me more about pile number 2, soulmate? So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So your person... Oh, wow. Okay. So, whew. Your person might have had to go through a dark night of the soul, or they might currently be going through a dark night of the soul. That's coming through very clearly. And that could very well be the reason why they are not in your life if they are missing currently. I know for me personally, I pretty much cut off every single person in my life during the worst parts of my dark night of the soul. Like, I even called up my mom and was like, yeah, you're not going to hear from me for a month. Unless you need me, you can call me and I will be there for you. If it's an emergency and you're really needing somebody, I can be there for you, but otherwise, please respect that I need space. So it's a very intense process going through the dark night of the soul. And I'm really getting kind of like this martyr energy here where they are kind of like experiencing a lot of endings and deaths in their life. And it's kind of preparing them for better things to come into their life. So they might feel like their world is totally crashing down and ending, and that things have really just fallen apart. But hopefully they'll come to realize that it's because there's going to be an upswing. So the dark night of the soul is like it can be a very painful process where you lose all the extra stuff in your life, and you really have to go through critically and figure out what you want and what's worth fighting for, what you want to have in your life. And they might even be fighting it a little bit, which makes the process even harder as well. So they might not even know that they're really going through the dark night of the soul. And I have spoken to a lot of people who did go through a dark night of the soul and didn't even really realize it until after the fact. But yeah, they're just in this place where they're really trying to make sense of what's going on. They're going through a lot of losses. But whether or not they know it, it's to help bring you two together. It's to help to bring better fortune. It's to help clear out the crap that's weighing them down and keeping them from reaching their fullest potential. So it is making them, they are in the process of leveling up and becoming a better person. Any last things that pile number 2 needs to know about their soulmate? We've got the Knight of Wands. So they do feel a whole lot of passion for you, and they have so much fun with you, and they are a very passionate and fun person. So you might needed to hear that. You might have needed to hear that they really do care for you. They have a lot of fun with you, so much more fun than most people. Yeah, so they really strong fire energy for this group here. And then we also have the Page of Pentacles. Beautiful card. For me, this is about manifestation. So they are actively working on thinking about what they want in their life and how to manifest it. So the Page of Pentacles for me is like the Magician card in training. So they are working on leveling up. They are working on learning how to create the life that they want and how to bring the people that they want into their life. So I do think that they need a little bit of time and space to do that. So please don't despair. Please don't feel like you should be there helping them with this, because I'm really getting the feeling that they need some time on their own. Okay, so how and when are these two people going to come together? So I believe this is the Strength card here. We've got the Ten of Wands and the Moon. So this is very much saying that it's going to feel like it's over and done before it's even begun, unfortunately. And this kind of was reflected in pile number 1, 2. Somebody or both of you are going to feel like running away from this connection. There's going to be a lot of things that are kind of hidden from you guys with this Moon card. And this is really calling for you to have a deep trust as well. To trust that the situation will work out for how it's meant to. And of course, you're not bound to this person for all time and eternity unless you believe in twin flames, in which case, yeah. But you don't have to end up with them. You can manifest whoever and whatever you want into your life. I firmly believe that. And for me, I have a twin. And I've personally come to the understanding and resignation that we are not meant to be in union this lifetime, and I'm okay with that, as much as it sometimes hurts. And I would love to be closer to my twin, but it's not always meant to be. But this is really calling for you to have strength, to trust in the divine. You might feel like you want to know everything that's going to happen, but with this Moon card, it's saying that you can't know everything. It would ruin it. And that you really have to trust that if you two are meant to be together, it will work out in the perfect timing. Sometimes if we were to force things, if we were to try to make things happen before somebody is ready, before the timing is right, it wouldn't work out anyways. And I'm really kind of getting that sense here. There's just this need to kind of work through baggage, and just stay strong and trust that things will be revealed when you're ready to handle them, and when you're ready to be able to oh my gosh, Gracie, can't speak today. When it's the right time. We've got the Fool card here, my favorite card in the tarot deck. I love the Fool card. As a Gemini, Sun, Venus, the Fool card is so much my bag. Okay, so the Fool card is saying that you can have a new beginning with this person should you choose that. Should you decide that that's what you want. You can have a beautiful new beginning, and that is definitely possible. So when should our pile number 2 expect to come together with their person? So we have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is going to take a little while. Josie, knock it off, girl. So this is winter energy for me. This is solitary energy as well. So this is saying to me that when both of you are in a better place and able to be very self-sufficient, when you guys, I think there's kind of this, I am getting a touch of a codependent energy here. If you two were to come together before you are ready, it would be toxic because there would be a codependent energy. It's almost like the two of you need to be able to learn how to live on your own without being overly reliant or being toxically reliant on your partner. So you and or your partner may have had a history of codependent relationships in the past. And so if that kind of attitude, if that pattern gets repeated in this connection, it wouldn't work out. And so that's why there's really a need for self-sufficiency, self-learning and understanding, being self-motivated. And so this is winter energy, like I said, and it's also Pentacles. So this might come together during the winter time. It could possibly be 9 months from now, but for some of you, this could be a couple of years, and this might be, oops, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to kick the camera. This could be upwards of a decade for some of you. Please don't shoot me for saying that. I'm just relaying the message that is coming through. But from what I'm getting, the more that you work on yourself and the more that you work on manifesting what you want, the faster this is going to come through. So this isn't just an energy of helplessness and there's absolutely nothing. I do think there's some patience that needs to be required here for you guys. So can I have a little bit of advice for my group number 2 before we move on to charms? Okay, this is interesting for advice for you guys. We have the 4 of Pentacles. So what I am seeing is that when you're thinking of your person is also thinking of you. And maybe that might give you a little comfort. I think that even if you guys are not together and you are leading separate lives, you're actually kind of mirroring one another. So your lives are still mirroring one another even though you're not together. This is very twin flamey. So the more that you level up, the more that you work on your vibration, the more it's going to encourage your person to do the same. So again, the faster, the more you work on yourself and your shadow and your childhood wounding and all of that fun and terribly drama-filled stuff, the faster that this is going to come together. But make no mistake, your soulmate is very, very much thinking about you and dreaming about you and wanting you and manifesting you in all the exact same ways that you are. So let's get some charms now. Interesting. Both of my bottle caps came out. So I think I did touch on some addiction. I do think it's possible somebody here has got some serious drinking issues that they really need to get under control. Your person could also be American. You could be American. There's something about America here as well. Alright. But yeah, I do think there are some issues with drinking. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. We got a matching pair of hearts here. I don't know if you guys can see that. One is gold and one is silver. So you very much are a matching pair. Very, very much similar but different in few slight ways. I do think that you guys mirror each other very much. And I do think you have a very much equal love and respect for one another. I'm really getting that so strongly. We also had this amethyst, this little itty bitty piece of amethyst. Whoop! This little piece of amethyst come out. And amethyst is also has a lot to do with addiction and healing, and it's also a deeply intuitive stone as well. So it's a lot about trusting that the healing that needs to happen in this connection is going to, that you can overcome any sort of addiction issues that might be going on underneath the surface here. We've also got this little angel pin here as well. So your connection is definitely being divinely guided. Things are being orchestrated behind the scenes for you guys. You might share the same angel guide, I'm hearing, for some of you. And that angel is always working very hard on your behalf to bring things together. We have this button. It says, it's from it was loser lover button. So I do think that there are times when you have seen this person as a loser, or they might have seen you in that manner where you were almost repelled from one another. But I kind of see this situation being turned around and you guys really being able to embrace each other for your good qualities. We have the leaf here, and this is very much a soulmate charm for me. It's very much about embracing changes of the seasons, going with the flow. Very beautiful as well. We have the little baby bottle here. So there could be children as a factor in this connection, or you might end up having children with this person. We also have this little pink dragonfly. So this for me is, the dragonfly is a very ancient insect, right? And it's all about transformation and change. It's all about adaptation, longevity. So you guys have been doing this for a long time, you and your person. You guys have had past lives together, if you believe in that, and you have really this isn't your first go at the rodeo. I said that exact same thing for pile number 1. I'm sorry. We have a little message in a bottle here for you guys. Let's take a look at what it says. It says, I miss you. So there are very much going to be times in this connection when you are going to be missing one another. We have the tulips. So there might be something about spring and renewal. Tulips for me are very much about like rebirth and regrowth after a time of things being very quiet and barren. We've got the penguin here, which is beautiful. So this penguins, I believe they mate for life, or they try to have the same partner through their whole life. So this person very much is your partner, and they really feel that way as well about you. You guys are very much meant to be together. Try to make this work. We have this, I never know if this is a dog or a lion. So again, I'm getting some Leo energy pretty strong here for you guys. But also with the dog, it signals faithfulness. Maybe you worry about your person, whether or not they're going to be faithful to you. But I do think that they will be, very much so. We also have the dolphin eraser. So the dolphin is about intelligence. It's about communication. It's a but deeply trusting. It requires a lot of trust. So you might have a connection with your person that kind of extends beyond the 3D. You might have a very 5D connection with your person. So if you're ever missing your person and you're not connecting in this realm, you absolutely can connect in other ways through the 5D. You guys might dream about each other. It's going to be a very deep connection. We also have the broken heart. So there will be times, especially in the beginning, when both of you will feel quite despondent about this. And then we also have this bird as well. So one or both of you might feel a strong connection to birds and feathers. There might be something about birds that really reminds you of them, or vice versa. We have a Canadian dime here with the ship. Whenever I see a ship, I am always thinking about, when is my ship gonna come in? Where is he? Is he coming? Is he? So this, you might be Canadian, your person might be Canadian, there might be some sort of connection to Canada here with this dime. For me, dimes have a really special meaning. When my dad passed away, he started leaving dimes for me, and so I always call them dimes from Dad. And it's just this way of knowing that my dad is still there for me. And I've had dimes like fly out at me at the craziest times. Like one time I literally opened up my dryer to take clothing out, and a dime, the moment I opened up the door, a dime flew out and landed right on my feet. And it was really interesting. It just little things like that, So this very much is going to be a gift from you, gift from your ancestors, and you need to trust that it will work out how it's supposed to. We also have the numbers 5 and 6, or possibly 9. So 9, 6, and 5 could be really important for you. So maybe 95, maybe somebody was born in 95, maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody was born on the 5th day or the 6th day or the 9th day, 5th month, the 9th month, the 6th month, I don't know. And lastly, for you guys here, we also have the pink bunny rabbit as well. So this is very much about prosperity and abundance for you guys. This feeling of wanting to multiply, make it like bunnies, and having a lot of fun as well. So I'd be interested to know what you guys thought, my pile number 2s. Does this at all resonate? Would you even be willing to consider somebody from your past? I'm kind of curious to know. It's something I wonder about a lot. So yeah, please consider giving this video a like, maybe share with a friend who might be interested, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so very much. Oh my goodness, almost forgot. Letters. So we got a G, we got an H, we got an L. We've got a K, an A. We've got an X, we got an O, we got a C, a Y, and a B. I'm hearing baby, so some of you might have a baby with this person. I'm also seeing GAY, so some of you could possibly be in a same-sex coupling. We have XO, so hugs and kisses. We've got Bay, so some of you, I know it's not spelled like that, but some of you might call your person Bay, as in baby. So, we've got K, we've got coy, so somebody might be a little bit coy at first, or a little bit less than enthusiastic at first, but I do think that's going to change. We've got Hab. So maybe they might be a Canadiens fan, a Habs fan. They might like hockey, I'm hearing. We also have lock and block as well. So there could be points in this connection where you or them might block. You might block one another. I wouldn't be too terribly discouraged about that, or you might feel a little blocked at times, like things aren't going to work out. I think that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. You might hear back from them a simple hey. That might be one of the first things you hear back from them after being in disconnect mode. So that's what I've got for you, my pile number 2s. Thank you so much for joining me here today at Gracie's Tarot Garden. I really appreciate it, and I love you so much. I hope I see you again soon. Bye! Mwah! Hello, my beautiful sunny people. Big pile number 3 and this fluffy stuff cotton candy pop. Very nice. Love lollipops. So we'll get started here with a love letter from your soulmate. So this is a famous love letter, and yours is Frida Kahlo to Diego Rivera, and it says, I ask you for violence in this nonsense, and in you give me grace, your light and your warmth. I'd like to paint you, but there are no colors because there are so many in my confusion, the tangible form of my great love. So I'm getting for a lot of you, your person, your soulmate could have a little bit of an artistic streak. They might paint you a painting at some point, and they might actually paint you. it could be vice versa as well, but I'm really getting that it's them. And I really do think there's I do think that there's like almost like a little bit of confusion at first in what your person wants, especially if this is a masculine energy watching about a feminine energy. I do think there's a little bit of confusion at first, and I think you almost feel like it's a little bit more than what you can handle. And I did pull out a song for you guys, and we got Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Some of you might be, I'm hearing some of you watching might be from the UK. So that's interesting. And I should also tell you as well, when I was getting songs out, Bizarre Love Triangle by New Order also kept wanting to pop out as well. But I didn't keep it out, but I wanted to mention that. So you might want to check out those songs. Your person thinks that you're perfect. You might not think that you're perfect, but they think that you're pretty perfect. So who is your soulmate? Pile number 3, we have protection. Oh, wow. Your person is very powerful and very protective of the people that they love. I'm getting that some of them might do some sort of energy work, whether it be like Reiki, or they might be into like rituals. They might identify as being a little bit witchy, and they might do some sort of ritual to help with protection. They might enjoy smudging. They might like crystals. I just get the sense that this person is like acutely aware of energy and how other people can take energy, and they're sorry about my kitty. Of course, she's got to flush her fluffy butt. And your soulmate is acutely aware of energy, and they work hard to harness it for their own good. They work hard to protect the people that they love and their energy. I do think your soulmate would be very, very protective of you and very concerned about anything bad happening to you. And this is from the Witchlings Oracle. So thank you to my daughter for letting me borrow it to use it for this reading. So from the Romance Angels Oracle, you guys got a lot. We got Let Your Friends Help You. We got Keep an Open Mind and Free Yourself. So there's a lot of messages going on here. I do think that for most of you, you are going to meet this person through some sort of a friend group, and I think that they are not really your usual type. And it kind of requires you to have a little bit more of a broad perspective than what you might normally. I do think there's something about them that's a little bit unusual. Maybe it could be that they are a little bit less conventional in their religious beliefs. I am kind of getting that. They might be more spiritual than, say, religious, and maybe you might be a little bit more religious than spiritual. And it kind of is saying that there is a need for you to kind of be open and accepting of the differences rather than using them as an excuse to keep this person away. And we also have Free Yourself. So I think before, Josie, get out of the way. So rude. She just steps all over the cards like it doesn't even matter. Bugger. So with this Free Yourself card, I'm kind of getting that your person has a need to free themselves from a connection before they are really able to step up and step forward and be with you. So they might have had some sort of situationship or entanglement, or maybe it was even a marriage. And they are currently in the process of kind of extracting themselves from that. So they do have that need to make themselves a little bit more available to you. I'm not really getting whether or not some of you might know this person and some of you might not. So from the Lenormand Under the Roses, we have the Sun. Oh, I love it. Hello, sunshine. And it's also the Ace of Pentacles. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, your person is just going to be the light of your life. They are going to light up your life. They are going to make you feel so happy and warm, and they're going to be so accepting, and they're going to be very illuminating as well. They're going to have perspectives that are going to be a little bit different from yours, but I don't feel like it's going to be a bad thing. I think they're really going to help you open up your mind to the world, and how things are. I think they're going to present things in a way that you might not have really thought of before, and it's really going to help bring a lot more clarity, and they're just a very intelligent, warm, bright person, and this person has dealt with their shadow side. I'm just going to say that right now. This person is acutely aware of the evil that exists in the world and even within them. And it is something that they've really faced head on and really worked hard to embrace their shadow side and to get it to a good place. I do think this person is incredibly optimistic. I think they have a tendency, they prefer to focus more on the happier aspects of things. And I think they've come to a place where they've dealt with so much negativity. They've seen, I'm sorry, I have to say it, this person has seen just about the worst of the worst, and they've experienced just about the worst of the worst. And they've seen all that, and yet they still really choose to try to focus on a very positive way of living and loving. And for them, it's just not worth it to get bogged down in the crap, because they know it's just going to make them feel terrible. But this person is so happy and so sunny because they have such a good understanding of the darkness that exists in the world. And I think that's part of the reason why they're so protective as well, protective of the people that they love, because they have experienced and seen so much evil. Yeah, we have no rain today. And this is from my Oracle of the Mystical Moments. Yeah, this person really chooses to embrace happiness. And it's not in an ignorant way. It's not like they turn a blind eye to suffering, but it's more like they want to try to get things right. They want to try and change the perspective, try to make things sunnier. This person might actually have some abilities to kind of command the elements. They might do that through some of their witchier practices, possibly. They're very connected to both. They're very connected to the elements, the sun, the moon, and the water in particular. Those three things, they have a very strong bond, I'm going to say, to Mother Earth, which is very beautiful. But yes, this person is really working hard to kind of to turn away from the less toxic things, because I think in the past this person had a tendency to kind of adopt more of a victim mentality with things, or kind of like sit in the shit sort of thing, where they kind of got bogged down in the negative and bad things in their life, and they're just at a point where they just are like, no, I've learned from that. I've experienced that, and I choose happiness. I choose positivity. I choose to have a good life. I think this person would be a really great manifester because I think they have the right mindset and attitude for it. Because I think this person knows that their thoughts and actions create their own reality, and so they've experienced negative manifesting. They've seen how their negative thoughts and actions have created that in their life, and so now they're really trying to do the opposite, where they're trying to manifest by being positive and have positive thoughts and actions. So it's very, very beautiful. We have the tiger lily with security. Choose the safe harbor for now. That's very interesting. Goes very much along with this protection card. I think they're very protective of their energy. I think this person is incredibly careful about who they let into their life and into their energetic sphere. I think they choose their safety over other people's needs. So if this person doesn't feel safe and secure, you're not going to see much of them. Can I have a couple of cards to help us understand? Pile number 3, soulmate. Who is their soulmate? I'm getting strong air energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. With the Queen of Swords, that's strong Libra. Yeah, I really do think this person has been, I don't want to say the victim, but I do think that your soulmate has really experienced a lot of hardships in life. I think they know what it means to be fearful. I think they know what it means to have been torn apart. I think that they have had people who were supposed to love and protect and care for them hurt them. But I think it's really made them a better person. I do think that they have an incredibly wise perspective on it as well. I do think that your soulmate has really learned from this. I do think they're very, very intelligent. And I do think that they are also not afraid to let people go who are not serving their best interests. I think that they have really come to a good place in their life, and they are not willing to let anybody or somebody come in and just thrash it apart. Like, I think this person is incredibly protective, especially right now as you are watching this, whether or not you have met them or come across them in some sort of way. Your person, your soulmate, is being very cautious and safe. They might be doing, they might be healing right now. They might be doing, okay, let's see here. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles. So I do think there is some distance here between you and your soulmate at this time. This is coming up in a lot of my readings right now. I think it's pretty common with the world condition, with Rona happening. So I do think that you guys are both longing, wishing, manifesting each other. I do think there could be a little bit of mirroring going on here. So even if you guys are living separate lives, chances are you have had some similar experiences. So if I'm talking about this and you're like, wait, that's me, then I wouldn't be surprised if your person is very similar to you in a lot of ways. There could be a lot of aspects to your life that you guys have kind of played out very similar energies without you necessarily even knowing it. We also have the World card as well. So again, more distance. I do think that your soulmate has had some cycles that they've kind of needed to play out and close out. I think that your soulmate has had some karmic contracts that they have had to kind of work through and work towards learning those lessons. I think your person is very much feeling like they have learned them, and I think they are very eager to meet you if they have not already met you. I think they're very eager to bridge that gap. I'm really getting that. We also have the Ace of Wands as well. So I do think that your person is very passionate. And I'm getting that they could have some sort of passion project that they are working on and focusing on right now as well. I do think that your person is a little bit more sexually motivated sometimes. I don't know if they've even necessarily... Okay, from what I'm hearing from my guides, they've had less experience sexually than what you would guess. So you might be under the impression that they've had a lot of partners and a lot of sexual experiences, but from what I am hearing, this person has not had as much as you would think. And they have had a hard time connecting sexually with people at a really deep, intimate level. And I think that they are really looking forward to finding their soulmate, that they're really going to find that passionate connection. So if you haven't slept with them yet, and I'm getting for a lot of you, you haven't. I'm really feeling like you haven't slept with them yet. They're really eagerly waiting that. I don't want to get too much into the 18 plus here. But I'm really getting the sense that they're looking to have somebody that they can really feel connected with, because I don't think that they've really had anybody that they've felt incredibly sexually connected to. And I don't want to gloss over the sex completely, because sex is an important part of relationships, right? But at the same time, I don't want to get too much into it. So we also have the Six of Wands. So there could be some travel involved here. I'm also getting India for some of you. So some of you might have roots in India, or you might travel to India with this person. You might meet this person on vacation as well. Or one or both of you might travel in order to meet this person. So I would say don't turn down opportunities for travel. So yes, how are our pile number 3s going to meet? How are they going to meet? So we have the King of Swords here. So this is all about communication. I'm getting strong online vibes for a lot of you. I do think a lot of you are going to meet online. There's going to be a lot of written communication, especially at first. I do think you'll be getting to know each other through texts, emails, for the most part, at least at the very beginning. Strong air energy there. So Gemini there, strong Gemini. Anything else we need to know about pile number 3's soulmate? So we have the Five of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So this kind of makes me feel a little sad here, I'm not going to lie. I do think your person is almost at the point right now where they feel like they're not going to find anybody who is a match for them. I think they've gosh, I feel like crying all of a sudden. I do think that your person has given up on looking for somebody and that they are trusting in the universe to kind of bring you to them. So I think there's kind of like a surrender here, but there's a hopefulness. But I think that this person feels your soulmate feels so. Your person feels like there isn't anybody that can truly match them. Sorry. Trying not to cry. So yeah, they probably have cried a fair bit over this. They've had to grieve this. I think that they're hopeful that there is somebody who is at least enough of a match for them that they would be able to have a successful relationship. But I really do feel like they've at least surrendered control, but I do think that a lot of them feel like this might not happen for them, and they've kind of moved to a place in their life where they are just trying to enjoy being single, just trying to get their life in order, trying to pursue things that make them really happy. So I do think that your soulmate is a very loving and giving person here with the Six of Pentacles. I do think they have their fingers in a lot of pots, and I don't mean relationship wise. I think work wise. I think your person has got 100 projects on the go at all the same time. I think your person could be an incredibly savvy entrepreneur. And I do think that your soulmate could possibly, I don't know why I'm hearing this, they have the possibility to kind of help make the world a better place through helping to implement better business practices. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, I think this person has really kind of thrown a lot of ideas out into the world in the past. I think this person has really tried hard to find their niche, and I think they might still be looking. They might still be kind of trying a few different things. And it could be like they could do painting, and they could also be trying to start up a business. They could be like, this person is very, I have to say, this person is very multifaceted. Like, I'm getting a very deep, strong, intuitive vibe from them, a little bit less conventional, a little bit witchy. I'm getting somebody who's experienced a lot in this world. Somebody who's very artistic, but I'm also getting somebody who is really learning about money, learning about entrepreneurship as well, and who has a lot of great ideas. I think this person is very multi-talented. It's a very multifaceted person. I think this person is incredibly intelligent and communicates fairly well. I think that this person, if there's anything that they struggle with the most, it could very well be with kind of finding loving connections that they feel safe in. I think this person has, because we have not had a lot of water come out here, so this person might not have very much water in their chart, kind of like me, I guess. I don't have much water in my chart either. And so there could be an aspect of this person that feels disconnected in some relationships. Sometimes they might feel a little bit unheard, unseen. This is a very interesting person. But I think what they don't realize is just how perfect they are and how much they're needed in this world. That's what I'm getting. So, when is this going to come together? When is pile number 3 going to come together with their soulmate? 8 or 9 months. It could be, well, it could be 8 or 9 weeks. It could be 8 or 9 months. So we do have the Hermit card here with the Justice card. So I do think that this person, your soulmate, is probably in lockdown, or they're kind of going through some sort of transformation here. Oh, this is interesting. Some interesting message. They're seeing themselves as this little one right here. They're seeing themselves as being less than what they actually are. And so what needs to happen is that they need to see themselves bigger and with more capability and more potential, because right now I'm getting like a limiting self-sabotaging behaviors. So I think your person needs to kind of they are in the process of leveling up, but they need to see their own value and their own worth. So I think they're kind of struggling with finding that place within them where they're happy with who they are and happy with loving themselves. And so they need to they're seeing themselves as less, but they need to come to see themselves that they are perfect just the way that they are, and that they have a lot to offer. So I do think this person, your soulmate, is very much kind of in a solitary mode right now. They might have gone through a dark night of the soul recently for some of you. And I think your person feels like they're also on kind of shaky ground right now. I think that they're rebuilding their life. Why would they be rebuilding their life? Well, if they've had a lot of upsets, then yeah, there would be a lot of rebuilding. So maybe this person has had to rebuild a lot. And maybe they don't feel like they're quite on stable enough ground right now. But I think they need to become a little bit more confident in their abilities, a little bit more understanding, a little bit more kind to themselves. So, anything else? Any advice for our pile number 3 about how, when, where this is going to all come together? So we have the Ace of Cups and the Star. That is so beautiful. There's a lot here about new beginnings. So I really do think that this is going to be very much a new beginning for you. I think that you are going to help show this person what love actually is, because I really feel strongly that this person might not have really experienced love with a nice depth and with a good, they might not know what a loving relationship even looks like. Their parents might not have had a very good relationship. They might not have had very good relationships. So I do think that with you, when you guys are able to come together, you're really going to demonstrate a new way. And you're really going to open up their eyes, to how a loving relationship, how balanced and beautiful and fulfilling and accepting it is. I think you're going to be very accepting of them, and it's really going to open their heart and cause so much healing. It's so beautiful. This is so beautiful. You are going to help heal them. Like, there's healing that needs to be done on their own, but you are also going to heal them as well. And you're really going to open up their eyes to the power of love. Oh God, I'm hearing Celine Dion. Sorry, my mom listened to Celine Dion way too much. I wish I could say I was a fan, but no. Yeah, I really am seeing that this is going to be such a beautiful healing connection for everybody, and you're going to be so warm and loving with them. Almost like, especially if you're a feminine watching, I don't want to say you're going to be maternal because I don't want to get all weird, but I think if your person has mother issues, you're going to help heal them because your love is going to be almost a little bit maternal. It's going to be pretty loving in that kind of way, like that very unconditional love, and which they don't know and understand. So I think it's going to really catch them by surprise, which is beautiful. So we're going to get some charmies. So we do have a wrench here. So your person might have some things that they are needing to work on. There might be things in this relationship that will need to be worked on as well. They might have some limiting beliefs, some false beliefs, or some sabotaging behaviors. So that is something to be aware of. I'm getting India again. So we've got this marble here. It's got orange, green, yellow, which always makes me think of either India or Africa. So, but I am getting really strong India vibes here. So there is something about India for you guys. So we also have the bell. So I think you're going to help give this person a voice. I think you're going to help them to feel more comfortable expressing their love. I don't think that they're overly comfortable right now expressing loving emotions in a very deep and fulfilling way. And I think you're really going to help break down some of those barriers. You might know this person and they might be holding back telling you because they've experienced a lot of loss and regret in relationships. We've got the baby bottle. This has come out in all three piles so far. So you might have a baby with this person. There could be something about childhood issues. There could be, I don't want to get too much into it, but there's something about babies here. So you might have one, or there could be childhood issues stemming back to infancy that your soulmate has really had to work on. We also have the paper clip. So there is a very deep, strong connection here. They feel very bound to you. They really want to try to make your lives come together. We also have the violin. That's beautiful. So they might be a musician. You might be a musician. They might have a kid who plays violin, I'm hearing. There's something here about the violin for some of you. We also have the numbers 2 and 3. Or 23, so you might have been born on the 2nd or the 3rd. You might have also been born on the 23rd. And we also have a 6 and a 9. So they might have been born on the 6th month or the 6th day, or they might have been born on the 9th month on the 9th day, or the 6th. I was born June 9th, so 6th month, 9th day. So who knows, maybe my soulmate's watching this for me. Sorry, I shouldn't make this about me. It's not the Gracie show. So we also have a little message in a bottle here. We have I miss you. So if you're not in communication with this person, they are seriously missing you, to the point where they have cried over it. We have this unicorn tears here. We also have this smiley, happy face, and again, that's a lot of that energy of optimism and happiness and choosing positivity. I like this person's energy. I'm not gonna lie. I think they've got a really interesting outlook. They're not perfect. Well, They are, but they're not. They have things they need to work on, but I do get the sense that they are working on it. So we also have the Hello Kitty. So they might have a kitty cat here. We've got the penguin as well. So this is very much your soulmate. This is somebody you're meant to be. Speaking of kitties, little Miss Joe. So yeah, I do think they are looking for their perfect match, their perfect soulmate. We've also got the crown, so I do think this person is very powerful, much more powerful than what they actually think that they are here. Strong empress, emperor energy. I do think this person is quite lucky sometimes as well. We also have the horsey, so I'm getting Capricorn energy with this one as well. Stop it, Joe. Come on, baby. Don't be a pain in the butt. Yeah, we've got luck here. We've also got the 4-leaf clover, so Josie, knock it off, please. And we've got blue here, blue and silver. So this is making me think of soul star chakra and throat chakra energy. So I am really getting that a part of their life's purpose is actually to be with you. There's something that I think the two of you might need to accomplish together. I'm really getting that strongly here. Yeah, and with this Capricorn energy, I'm also getting that they're very hardworking and a lot more dependable than what it actually comes across. I do think this person has had some losses, but they're definitely not afraid of working hard. Okay, so let's pull out some letters. Spirit, can I have letters for pile number 3, please? So we got an L. We got an A, a U, an S, a C, a B, an R, an X, a U, a S, we almost have sauce. We got 2 S's. Interesting. And we got a K. Anything else, Spirit? Oh, this G wants to come out. So let's see here. Is there anything we can spell? We got sucks. We got suck. Sucks. Maybe if it's a feminine, they might be really good at the oral. I'm just going to say that. Put that out there. It's not an 80+ reading, but, you know, it might kind of give you a heads up as to who this person is. We've also got rack. So if again, they might have a nice chest. Oh my goodness, this is getting really bad. Okay, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. We also have lack. So they might feel like they're lacking as well. They might feel like they're not enough. We also have Gus. So some of you might be named Gus. We've got black as well, so some of you might be darker complexion. They might like to wear a lot of black. We also have us as well. We've got Russ. Anything else? We've got ASS, so they might have got a nice booty. Okay, we're getting into the physical stuff here. So I do think that this person is pretty attractive and has a pretty rockin' body. I am going to say that much for you guys, my pile number 3. So, if that at all resonated, I'd really enjoy hearing about it down below in the comments. Do you have any idea who this person is or not? I would really love to know. Also, please consider giving this video a like, maybe sharing it with a friend, and subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate it so very much. Please take care of yourself, and I really hope I'll see you back here again soon at Gracie's Tarot Garden. Bye! I love you so much! Mwah! Hello, my beautiful sunny people. Big pile number 4 in these sour fizzy unicorn balls. So, of course I had to get a pair of them, right? You can't just have one unicorn ball. So, who is your soulmate? We have a love letter here, and this is, I did up a set of love letters, famous love letters, and this one is from George H. Bush to Barbara Bush. And it says, this should be a very easy letter to write. Words should come easily, and in short, it should be simple for me to tell you how desperately happy I was to open the paper and see the announcement of our engagement. But somehow I can't possibly say in a letter all I should like to. I love you, precious, with all my heart. And to know that you love me means my life. How often have I thought about the immeasurable joy that will be ours someday. How lucky our children will be to have a mother like you. That is pretty beautiful, I have to say. And I had crazy chills when I was reading it. So if you are a feminine watching in particular, know that your soulmate really wants to marry you and have kids with you. That's really come through very clearly already. Yeah, so from the Witchling Oracle deck, and thank you to my daughter for allowing me to borrow it, we have intuition. Wow, so your soulmate is a very intuitive person. They have a very smart intuition, and they really trust on their own inner guidance to put them where they need to go. Like, they really trust in the divine, they trust in God, and they're very, very intuitive, very smart that way. We also have a song for you guys. We have Hello, I'm Right Here by Tegan and Sarah. So your soulmate at first might feel a little bit unnoticed by you. They might wonder if you even care, from what I'm getting the sense. So it's definitely at times, at first, your person is going to feel like they are trying to fight for your attention. So we also have from the Romance Angel Oracle deck here, flirt and religious factors. So I do think your person's going to be quite flirty when you first meet them. It's going to be a very light-hearted energy. I do think that you have different religious beliefs than your person. I think that's entirely possible. I do think it's possible that your person could be a little bit more spiritual than religious, and you might be a little bit more religious than spiritual. Of course, could be reversed as well. But there's something here about one person being much more traditional than the other. And I do think this might cause a disconnect, or has caused a disconnect in the past for some of you. So yeah, your soulmate might have kind of flirted or tried to come on pretty strong when you first met, because they kind of felt like they were not really seen by you or noticed or acknowledged. So they might have done a few things or acted in ways that aren't very common for them. So some of them might have, like, I'm hearing some of them might send sexy pics, or might send some pics that they normally wouldn't have. And the Tegan and Sarah song, Tegan and Sarah are also Canadian, so I do think that for some of you, your soulmate might have a connection to Canada, or you might have a connection to Canada. Go Canada! So that is also a possibility as well. All right, so from the Lenormand to Under the Roses, we have Crossroads and the Bear. Huh, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that currently, either this connection or you or your person is at some sort of a crossroads. And I'm getting it's either this, I don't think it's so much you. I'm getting more of your person and or this connection is at a bit of a crossroads. So I really do feel like somebody might have been in like hibernation mode here, or somebody might have ghosted. When I see the bear come out, it makes me think about hibernating. So there could have been a disconnect, or there might be a bit of a disconnect in this connection at some point where somebody kind of goes MIA, and it leaves the other person wondering if they should choose another path, or they might choose another path. They might be choosing another path from what I'm hearing. Yeah, this is also the Ten of Wands here. So I do think there might have been a little bit of confusion with your person. They might not know or really understand the depths of your feelings for them. And it might have ended up with them choosing a different path, or somebody chose a different path here. There's very much a crossroads energy. And I think a lot of it had to do with somebody kind of, one or both of you flaking out, not flaking, sorry, that sounded really mean. I didn't mean it to come across that way, but just for whatever reasons, I think somebody needed space, one or both of you. And I think things are at a crossroads currently. I think there is a big need for this to ground itself here with this Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, so who is your person? Who is your person? Your person is somebody who has options, and they do have some choices that they need to make. This is your person is somebody who has had to take time to think about something. They've had to take time out. They might have had some sort of difficult time in 2020 in particular, that they had a lot of stresses, and it really caused them to need some space. I do think that they might come back. If you do know this person already, they might come back with some sort of offering there. So who is your person? We have Elixir of Life. So I do think that they are very knowledgeable and very sweet, but very, very perceptive. I'm really getting a strong perceptive vibe here for you guys. Very deep. This person is so intuitive and so trusting of the divine. Like, I'm really getting a very trusting energy. And it's like with bears here in Canada. They hibernate, right? Nobody tells them that they need to hibernate. They just do it because it's their nature. There's something here about this person knows when to pull back their energy when it doesn't serve them. Like they're a very much a go with the flow kind of person, I feel. I'm gonna get some more Witchling Oracles cards here. I do think your person might enjoy growing flowers as well. They might enjoy being outside. They might have a real appreciation for beauty. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear my cat. She's being a little bit of a turd right now. Oh my goodness. This is too much. Okay. So we have opportunity and nurture. So I do think your person is a very nurturing person. I think that they are working on some inner child healing right now as well, and that they are really learning to experience innocence and joy. The word innocence is really coming through here. So maybe they're trying to recapture some of their innocence from childhood. Maybe they're working through some trauma right now as well. And we also have opportunity. So I do think that your person has a lot of opportunities, and maybe that's this crossroads energy as well. So they could have a few different opportunities, but they're really trusting that whatever direction they're going in is going to be for their greatest good. I'm not getting a stressed out energy here. I'm not really getting that this person is worried or anxious. It's just kind of like this will happen how it's supposed to happen. And we also have power, Jonquil. Take hold of what you know is yours. So yeah, this person, wow. This person is deep. This person is powerful. I think that they're really starting to step up and into their power. And a lot of it has to do with trusting their own intuition, nurturing themselves, having a nice, good self-care, really learning about life and what's important and taking opportunities. This is very interesting. I really am interested in your person here. This is interesting energy. Okay. So let's see. Who is this person? Who is pile number 4, soulmate? Tell me about them, please, Spirit. So they are playful. So yeah, they are really getting into that childhood innocence. Who are they? So they are incredibly independent. I am getting that they are single right now. They are working on their abundance though. So I do think that's part of this crossroads energy. I think they're working on finding what they're really good at. They're finding their voice in the world, and they're really trying to find the strength to they're working beyond. Your person is trying to move beyond like a lack mentality. So I do think your person has struggled with money in the past in particular. And I really do think that they're trying to go from this lack to abundance. But they're really doing it on their own. They're they're not doing it on the backs of anybody else. They're not taking advantage of people and other people's generosity. They are working very hard. But I do think they're actually quite playful. I think they know how to blow off steam. I'm seeing flying kites, so maybe some of them might enjoy flying kites. Or they just enjoy being free. There's some, maybe flying, maybe they like to fly. Maybe there's, I don't know, there's something about flying. But yeah, very playful. They might have a pet as well that they really like to play with. I think they get along with animals really well. That's also coming through very clearly too. I think they get along with all kinds of animals, not just like a dog or a cat. I think they really appreciate all kinds of species. We also have the 7 of Cups here. So again, this is crossroads energy. So I do think that your soulmate has a lot of opportunities that are coming to them, and they might be struggling with what direction to go in. I'm seeing, and that could partly be you as well. Um, they might have a lot of suitors. I'm not gonna lie. Your soulmate might have a lot of people who are interested in them, but I'm not really getting the sense that they're overly interested in anybody back. And so that might make you feel like a little bit unseen. Um, and I think it's more of a case where it's almost like they can't choose, so they're just choosing not to choose right now in a way, which I'm sure would be very frustrating for a lot of the viewers here. Um, but they rely so heavily on their intuition that if they're not able to come up with a choice, if they're not able to figure out what's right using their intuition, then I could just see them being the kind of person to kind of fall back and wait and see if something more comes here. We also have the Death card as well. And I don't usually interpret the Death card to mean a literal death, but I do think that your soulmate has actually had a lot of people that they care about pass away. They might have had a death happen recently as well in their life. And that it's probably been really hard because they haven't been able to properly mourn if it's been a recent death because of the world situationship. There could be aspects of their life as well that have really dramatically changed too. I am getting that for some of you, your soulmate might have had a few different career changes. They might be, I'm getting Madonna energy here. So they might be really good at like reinventing themselves. They might be really good at embracing opportunities because things might have fallen through in the past or not worked out. And so they're really good at just kind of rolling with it and like, okay, I'll learn my lessons that I need to learn from this, and I will move on. I'm getting very strong earth energy here for my pile number 4s. Sorry, I don't know if I've been saying pile number 3, but you guys are 4. So I'm getting really strong earth energy here. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I'm also getting a Scorpio, some Scorpio as well for you guys. So they might have a little bit of water. They might have something Scorpio in their chart or some sort of water in their chart as well. So we also have the King of Wands and the Two of Wands. They are incredibly driven people. They have a lot of things that they want to pursue and that they are working towards here with this King of Wands. They might have a touch of a temper at times. I'm not getting that it's a terribly bad thing. I think this person is like very mild-mannered like 99% of the time. And then I think they have like a switch almost. It's like a bear, you know, where a bear is pretty calm and gentle and quiet most of the time, but a bear can go into psycho-destructive mode like nobody else. So I do think that they are very aware of this tendency that they have to kind of either self-sabotage or just kind of maybe say something that they kind of look back and regret at times. I think your person might have a really sharp wit about them. And I think they feel like it's almost like contrary to who they really are. Like most of the time they're so chill and peaceful and calm, but it's like an Irish temper almost, where when something really gets them going, it really gets them fired up. And I'm not saying that they're abusive or that they would hit or throw or do anything, but I just think that when your person does get worked up, they have a really hard time kind of returning to that place of being nice and chill and calm. We've got the Two of Wands. Yeah, I think your person, your soulmate, is really working hard or has really worked hard on self-love and really coming to a place where they they've learned that in order to be able to give to the world, they have to give to themselves first, and they have to take care of themselves first and love themselves first. And this is definitely a lesson that they are learning or have had to learn in the past. Some of you guys might be at a little bit of a distance to this person. And I am getting as well that this person is not necessarily... I think that they are okay at communication. I'm not getting that they're a terrible communicator by any means, but I do think when it comes to the important stuff, when it comes to the really, really deep stuff, they really have a hard time expressing their emotions and have a hard time letting people know exactly how they feel. So you might have times or have had times when you are totally at a loss as to whether or not this person even cares for you. But I do think that they do care about you very much. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, this person might have a tendency to be a little bit self-focused. They might be overly concerned about themselves at times. So can you please tell me a bit more about pile number 4, Soulmate? We've got the Queen of Wands. So we got the King and Queen of Wands. So I really do feel like you guys are a very good match with regards to temperament and passion here. I do think that they are a very loving person. I do think that they do enjoy fun time in the bedroom as well. They are sexually motivated towards you. So how do they feel about the viewer? We have this High Priestess card, which is just so beautiful. Think that they are really trusting. They really have an incredible trust in the divine, that things will work out and that you guys will come together how it's supposed to. I really do think this person is incredibly intuitive. I really do feel like they probably know more. If you were to really talk to this person and get their opinion on things, I think they probably have a really good sense on how things are going to go ahead of time. And you probably sometimes would wonder even, how did they know if things were going to play out that way? Like, I think they're incredibly observant and very connected as well to their intuition. We've got the 9 of Cups. So lots of 9s coming up here, I think. Yeah, we had the 9 of Pentacles. I love when the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups come out together. I think that's really beautiful. They know how to have fun, and they know how to kick back. And I really do think that they're very much wish fulfillment for you, the viewer. This person knows how to have a good time. They really do. I love people that can work hard. Oh, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to kick that. I love people that can work hard and play hard. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. This person works hard and very playful energy. Very fun, like very lighthearted and innocent energy here. I think your soulmate probably looks at the world differently than most people. I think they probably notice things that most people don't notice. And they probably point it out, and it probably would help enrich your life because you just really see Yeah, they're very victorious people. There could be a distance here as well for some of you guys with the Six of Wands. There might need to be some travel, or there's some sort of distance or disconnect that needs to kind of be bridged in order for this to come together. Again, something about flying, so this is a weird message. Okay, I think they live in an area of the world where mosquitoes are really bad. So that's kind of a funny message because, I don't know, aren't mosquitoes bad pretty much everywhere? But yeah. Or they hate mosquitoes or something like that. There's something about mosquitoes. They really hate mosquitoes. Or they live somewhere where they're terrible. That's weird. Okay. So, timing, Spirit, can you please tell me how this is all going to play out here? So, we've got the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Timing. So, I think your initial meeting is going to be through some sort of correspondence or mail, text message, online, or that's how you're going to communicate at first. We also have the Star. The Star is Aquarius, so I'm hearing February. Okay, so timing for this, I'm hearing February. February 7th for some of you. Or this could be 7 weeks. I'm hearing 7 weeks, which would pretty much take us into February. So yeah, I'm getting strong February vibes here for a lot of you guys. But Swords also has to do with the autumn. So there could be some sort of significant relationship thing that happens in the autumn as well. And there's also some, winter. Yeah. So yeah, I'm getting about 7 weeks. I'm getting Aquarius. Yeah, okay. So sometime in February, it's looking like this might happen here for you guys. So what's going to happen? There might be a little bit of drama here with this Ten of Wands, a little bit of confusion at first about what to do, where to go, whether or not they're interested. I am getting the sense that somebody feels like the other person couldn't possibly be interested in them. There's something here about that. Yeah, I think somebody plays it a little too cool here. I think somebody plays it a little too cool with that Emperor card. Maybe a little bit too controlling at times. Maybe wants things to go a certain way. But I love seeing this Page of Pentacles. This is beautiful for me because this is like the magician in training. This is like the manifestation card for me. This is about going with the flow. So I do think that this is happening. I do think that this is manifesting in due time. And Pentacles is always slower than what we like, but I love the Pentacles because it is such a grounded energy. It's not flighty, it's not, it's just right. Slow growth is beautiful. So I do think there is going to be slow growth. I do think there could be some sort of maybe argument or misunderstanding that might cause you guys to feel like one person is not interested. So can I have any advice for my pile number 4s? Woof. Okay. This person, your soulmate, is they're keeping a pretty close eye on you guys here with this Page of Swords and Nine of Wands. They're watching you, or they could be simply intuitively. They might intuitively know how you are doing, and I don't mean to scare you guys. But there's something here about watching, and I don't necessarily think that they're stalking you or spying on your social media. I'm not getting that, but it's almost like they're putting energetic feelers out into the world just to try and get a sense of how you are doing, if they know you, or they might be like, they might ask spirit about their soulmate, like, I don't know who my soulmate is, but how are they doing today, and can you please watch over them? Like, I'm really getting this sense here that it's like a 5D connection. So you might already be meeting in the 5D. You might already be meeting your soulmate in a different dimension. But they're very eager and waiting and watching, kind of, they're like poised. They're ready. This is the sense that I'm getting. They're very ready for this to happen. And so they're just kind of like in this go mode where whenever they're ready to go for it, they're going to go for it. But until then, they're just going to be kind of watching and waiting for that opportunity, for that crossroads, for that soulmate to cross their path. It's very interesting. Inner child work. If any of you have any shadow work or inner child issues, now is a good time to do it. Yesterday. If any of you were hit as kids, this could be a sign from spirit that you might need to work on healing some of that. Maybe you're kind of avoiding working on your childhood traumas. But I do think that your person is working on theirs. And I think that you two will come together as a happier, more successful couple if you do work on some of that healing, if you do take initiative to heal some of that. For some of, oh, no, I'm not going to say it. It's too 18 plus. No, I'm not going to. It has to do with sex, and I'm not going to. You guys can use your own intuition to try and figure out what. I don't think I should say. So we'll get into some charmies for you guys. Can I have some charms, please? Woof. All right, so we've got a panda bear here for you guys. I got that when I went to the Toronto Zoo with my daughter. We got to see the pandas there. And this was part of a keychain and it broke off. But so there's something here about panda bears. I don't know. You guys will know more than me what that means to you. We also have the ice cream cone. So honestly, with this is kind of a weird message. I'm feeling like there's some sort of time sensitivity here with regards to this situation. I don't know. Take that as it resonates, but you know, with an ice cream cone, like, it's like you have to eat it when you can. You can't just take an ice cream cone and set it aside for 5 hours and then be like, yeah, I'm going to eat this now. It'd be gone. So I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, this is almost like a limited opportunity. And if there's no reason for you to act, then don't worry about it. There's, you know, especially if you are a feminine energy watching, no, don't worry so much. But I am getting the sense that there's something about this, that this person is at a crossroads, or this connection is at a crossroads, and this person's a catch. I'm not going to lie to you. So if you are holding back from committing, from taking some initiative, I think there's some sort of warning here that should you know, if you come to this in a year from now, I don't see this being able to come together. And it's a shame, because I do think that this person is quite wonderfully nurturing and intuitive and sexy and wish fulfillment. And I do think I think Spirit's trying to say, for somebody watching in particular, that there is a need to act, a need to kind of, so if this person is blowing up your phone, if this person's messaging you and you're ignoring them, thinking that you'll just go back whenever you're ready, if you're ready, this could be kind of the message that you need to hear, that they're not going to be there forever. So we do also have the angel here. So we do have this guidance that this is being divinely guided. You are being divinely guided. They are being divinely guided. So you do need to have faith and trust that things will work out as they're supposed to. We also have the unicorn tears here. So I do think that your person has cried tears over this connection, or just the fact that they're really missing their soulmate. They're really, I am really getting the sense that your person is very eager to start a life with their soulmate. And we have more than one soulmate. It's not just one person. So I do think that this person has multiple soulmates out there. And I guess there's just a slight warning here for somebody, if it resonates, to not sleep on that opportunity, because it might pass you by. We also have the car, so there could be some sort of distance or travel here. We have the house. So this is interesting. This is telling me that you guys could really build a beautiful home together. You could have a very lovely family. This is really nice, actually. I really do think you guys could have a really great life, happy life. We also have the engagement ring as well. So this is telling me that this connection really does have the potential for marriage. It really does have the potential to become something committed. Oh, excuse me, my goodness. Has a potential to be a committed relationship resulting in marriage. We also have the Taurus sign here. So yeah, I was getting a lot of earth energy here. So they might have a Taurus moon, sun, rising, Venus. We also have the Capricorn, so more earth energy, sun, moon, rising, of course. And we also have Aquarius here. So this is interesting. Why is this interesting? There's something very unconventional about this person. I do think this person, they might come across as pretty conventional on the surface, but I do think there's something very special about them. I really do feel like that. We have the sunflower and the smiley face. So I do think that this person makes you incredibly happy here with this. I'm getting Leo energy as well for some of you. Although, yeah, there was a fair amount of Wands energy that came out there. So they could have some Sagittarius or Aries as well in their chart too. We also have the elephant. So I was thinking of India earlier. I almost mentioned India when there was a card that came out that made me think of India. And I didn't say it. Yeah, this card. This card always makes me think of India. And I almost said it, but I said it the last time for the last pile. And I thought I don't want to be redundant and say the exact same things. But here we go. We got India. So, yeah, I do think that maybe somebody watching is from India, has roots in India, has a connection there. We also have a Chuck E. Cheese coin, and this says 2008. It says where a kid could be a kid, so with a mouse on there. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. Maybe just that they're very fun and playful, and they like to do unconventional things like go to restaurants and play games, and maybe they just have a very light, fun-hearted energy. I am really getting that they enjoy kind of acting like a kid sometimes. So we also have the numbers 6, 7, and 7. You guys got a lot of numbers here in this group. We also got 2, 3, and 4. So, can make those kind of do with those as you would like. So I'm just going to push these aside for now. We'll get some letters for you guys. And if you made it all the way through to the end of the reading, boy, you guys are troopers. Let me tell you, these are long-ass readings. So thank you. I love ya. I've already got lots of letters, but I keep being told to take out more for some reason. So I'm going to keep on taking out more then, I guess. All right, well, that's a lot. So we've got an M, we got a B, we got an A, MBA. So maybe somebody is working towards their master's degree. We got D&D, so Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe somebody's a bit of a gamer. We got X, C, we got another C. I'm hearing carbon copy, so that might mean somebody to something to somebody. We've got a K, we got a Z, we got another M. We got an S, a Y, an I, an A. We've got the word sky, and sky kept on coming up flying. We got I, A, and P. I wonder if we can spell, no. I was going to say, the panda charm came up, so I was going to see if, yeah, we can spell panda, I think. P-A-N-D and A. So we got panda spelled out there. We've also got the word spy. So I do think that your person might have some way of checking in with you intuitively or something like that. I do think they're kind of keeping their intuitive feelers out for you. Let's see. I think can we spell house? Do we have a U? S and E. So we also have the word house as well. So there's something about a home here. Okay, oh, no, we don't have a T. I was seeing a kite when I was channeling. I was going to see if I don't think there's a T though. Let's see here. Anything else? We've got a mouse. So maybe your person has a thing for mice or something, or maybe they've had a mouse. We've got Honda. Maybe they've owned a Honda at some point in their life. Let's see. We got EXO, so hugs and kisses. We got a lot of letters here for this pile. We've also got car, and the car charm came out as well. Oh no, we don't have car. There's no R. Never mind. So that's pretty much what I've got for you, my beautiful pile number 4s. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. I hope I was able to give you some relevant information to help you out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you to bits and pieces, and I really hope I will see you back here again soon at Gracie's Tarot Garden. Don't forget to give this video a like, maybe a subscribe, and share with somebody who might be interested. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye. Mwah.